So hi everyone, my name is Duncan Clark. I have the privilege of being the senior pastor at Coventry Elim Church. Back in January 2019, I really sensed the Spirit of God speak to me about our church building. He gave me some specific words. He said, I want you to create a facility that will facilitate all that I have planned for your local church. So with some maybe nervousness, I took those words to our church leadership and said, I feel like God has been speaking to me about an upgrade of our church building, that we should create a facility that will facilitate all that God has planned for us. 5 days later, we had a guest speaker with us for the weekend. She's a lady with a really strong prophetic anointing, and she sat in the exact same room that I had sat with our leaders 5 days previous. And she said, I really feel like God is saying that you should create a facility that will facilitate all that He has planned for you as a local church. In that moment, I think we all took a breath because we sensed God was speaking to us. And so although it didn't make any sense at all, because we were meeting in a local theatre every Sunday and that was perfectly adequate for us, we started the process of creating and planning a facility that would be a significant upgrade in terms of tech, in terms of lighting, in terms of sound, in terms of production, all of those kind of things. Throughout 2019, we cast the vision and we started to raise funds until January 2020, where we started this full refurbishment. We knew that it would take 3 months and it would be completed on the 22nd of March, when we would welcome our congregation back into this building, the Elim building here in Coventry, with a brand new refurbished facility. Of course, some of you will know that 22nd of March 2020 was a very significant moment, because it was a moment where we couldn't hold gathered congregations, gathered services because of COVID-19. And so with some disappointment, we weren't able to welcome our congregation back into our building and enjoy the new facility. But what we did have was we had a broadcast hub that was perfectly prepared for COVID-19. We had many restrictions, but of course we also had some wonderful opportunities as a local church, because we found firstly that we had an increased reach. We could reach many more people online than we previously had before. We were able to redeploy some of our volunteers. So even some of our ministry team, they became online pastors. And we were able to resource other churches, able to teach them and help them also grow in their understanding of tech and production and broadcasting online. It's of course a season of restriction, but God did something amazing with our local church, because we responded to a word that He had given to us. Then we saw an incredible growth, an incredible increase in our reach. And we really sensed that even though we've been through a pandemic, God has been incredibly good to us.